It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning. And when it comes to dating, we always talk about how technology and apps like Tinder and Bumble have completely changed the game.
Yeah,
they have.
for sure.
Well, has it really? Because even though it might feel like writing dating bios and swiping through profiles and even catfishing are all new phenomenons, the truth is none of that is actually new.
What?
No way.
What?
And if you think sweet Grandma Enid wasn't ghosting dudes left and right in her heyday, you don't know Granny.
Oh my God. Are they
All right.
holding back on these stories
Wow.
or what?
Because a team of researchers recently dove into thousands of dating profiles from over 100 years ago, and they found there's actually more similarities to modern dating than they ever could have expected.
Really?
Of course, back in Nana's time, they didn't have fancy smartphones to swipe through and meet people.
Yeah.
They were still using flip phones, and those technology just didn't have the dating apps.
Operator.
Yeah. No, back in the old days, thirsty singles used to take out dating ads in their local newspaper and just hope
What?
that people would respond.
Yeah, do you know what? Wait, she's asking
the
what a newspaper
So
was.
back in the
Will
day,
you tell her
before
what a newspaper was?
Google, you could buy them on the street corner, they deliver it right to your door. But anyway,
Yeah.
in those times, people were a lot more honest about what they wanted in a romantic partner. For
Oh, okay.
example, this ad, written by a guy in 1898,
Whoa.
reads, "Wanted, wife, farmer's daughter preferred, must be willing to marry poor man."
I mean, you gotta appreciate the honesty of what he was offering,
Yeah.
right?
He says, "Must be good girl, good looking,
What?
weight 100 or under.
What?
No streetwalkers need apply."
Oh my
It sounds like
gosh.
you're looking for a pet.
Yeah.
And after you write must be willing to marry poor man, you don't
can't
get to
have
write your
expectations.
expectations
No.
after that.
Oh,
Yeah.
back then they could.
Yeah. They were also more forthcoming about their other needs, too.
Okay.
For example, this ad from 1899 says, "Widow 44, Southerner, own
Okay.
my own home, would like the hearthstone of my heart swept and the cobwebs brushed away."
Oh, girl.
Whoa.
Wow.
I
Wait,
mean,
where
is
are
she
the-
the Cardi B of her age? 'Cause-
She does clarify seeking matrimony.
Oh, okay. Because she has to say that.
Yeah.
But those cobwebs, she'll take anybody.
Exactly.
You know?
Weird. No mention of her being interested in hiking or photography or not being your typical girl's girl. And if you're just tuning in, we're looking at dating ads that were placed in newspapers over 100 years ago and seeing how it compares to modern dating profiles. And I think one of the most interesting things is how blatant they used to be about what they were willing to compromise on and what they weren't.
Okay.
Wow, okay.
So you're putting your red flags or your
Like deal
list,
breakers.
Yep,
Right
out
up.
there
Yeah.
right away.
Like this one says, "Gentlemen of 30 would like to meet or correspond with a widow or maid. No triflers, no waitresses, no shooting gallery clerks or lady barbers will be considered."
What?
no,
Wait,
no triflers.
Yeah.
I think that-
they
I
were
think
still
that-
trifling even back then, bro.
I think I would have been a trifling one.
Yeah.
You know?
Occasionally, women would basically admit in their ads, too, that I want a sugar daddy.
oh,
And it was more acceptable back then than it even is now.
Really? It's
Well,
pretty-
right. Because
pretty
women
acceptable now.
couldn't really have jobs.
maybe older
Yeah.
times aren't so bad after all.
Like this one says, "Young woman reared in luxury, having lost everything and earned her living for the past 8 years, is tired of teaching and wishes a home. Would like to meet a well-to-do businessman who would appreciate refinement and affection in a wife, must own automobile."
Oh, I love that.
yeah.
Worked one day in radio.
Totally.
Tired.
AKA, you must have a nice car I will put out.
And a lot of these vintage dating ads, they just put their net worth in there too, as a way to lure
What?
people in.
But you're just stating it
Yep.
right on the paper.
They say bachelor girl, age 31, worth $28,000.
All right.
Wow.
That's
Okay.
It's the whole ad.
Dang.
That's it.
That's it.
That's the only sell.
Yo, I'm hitting her up. Is she still alive?
Okay.
And this one says, seek husband for maiden lady, age 23,
Okay.
worth $8,500. Ooh.
Oh.
Swipe left on that one. Sorry.
No, back then
Does
they
it
turned
feel-
the page left.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Turn the
Yeah.
page. I forgot.
Turn the page.
The best part is people used to get catfished back then too.
What?
Yeah, this is what
How?
intrigued
This
me.
is crazy because in the 1920s, a man and woman made national news after they tricked over 300 people
Oh, dang.
using dating profile ads.
What? How?
Apparently, there were a married couple who took on dozens of different aliases, and they'd answer dating ads from local newspapers pretending to be the man or woman of that person's dreams.
Oh. Just like today.
They'd correspond, and they ask for things like railroad fare so that they could come out and visit, ask for new clothes and accessories so they could look dapper when they arrived,
Shut up.
and then they'd pocket the cash and never go.
Oh, wow.
Somehow that makes us feel better, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Humankind has always been idiots.
Yeah.
It's not a recent
One of
event.
the oldest tricks in the book.
Yeah.
But there is one dating ad from 1865 that stands out from the rest. And it went viral recently because everyone agrees this guy is actually a catch.
Okay, what do you got?
Okay, his ad was titled Chance for a Spinster.
They're not talking to you yet,
Yeah.
Alexis, but a couple years.
It says, I am 18 years old, have a
gosh.
good set of teeth, and believe in Andy Johnson and the 4th of July.
Yeah, there you go.
All American man.
Very American.
I'm still stuck on the good teeth.
Good teeth.
You know?
Yeah.
I can't believe he believes in Andy Johnson. What a rebel. It says, I've taken up a large lot, cleared 18 acres, and seeded 10 of it. My buckwheat looks first rate.
Oh.
The oats and potatoes are bully.
Oh.
Hey, boy.
I'm like, Alexis, girl, did you see that man's buckwheat?
You hear about his oats? I have got 9 sheep, a 2-year-old bull, and 2 heifers besides a house and barn. I want to get married.
Oh.
I want to buy bread and butter, hoop skirts, and waterfalls for some person of the female persuasion during life.
He wants to get us waterfalls?
Yeah.
And hoop skirts, Brooke.
You know? TLC always told me not to go chasing those things, but I might.
He says, that's what's the matter with me, but I don't know how to do it.
He doesn't know, well,
Doesn't
I
know how to
mean,
find that woman of his dreams.
Gosh.
well.
I mean, a pretty good offer.
I know.
know?
I saw Alexis swooning as I was reading it.
I'm all over that.
From 1985, he's over 100 years old. I mean, he's your type.
She's like, as long as I can wear crop tops
Yeah.
and hoop skirts, I think it'll be good.
So there you go. Hopefully that makes you feel a little bit better about your miserable dating life in the modern era. Your phone tap's coming up in just